I make a habit of treating myself as an athlete and holding myself to higher standards. And it's been this way since I became infatuated with the life of athletes, right? And my father put me into sports very early on in childhood. Uh, and this is kind of where I pick up a lot of the habits from. Is when he got sick, right? When he had, I have a journey I've told in this on this channel. When he got Parkinson's in his early onset in his 30s, he didn't even know what he did for me up until those years, right? That point is where he just put me in front of the television, and without even saying it, he introduced me to all these athletes from all over the world, including martial arts as a sport, right? And all of those things rubbed off of on me for a lifetime. Here I am at the ripe old age of, you know, the big 50. If you're landing on my channel, yes, I'm making a lot more of these kinds of videos because I have a duty to pave the path forward to the younger men of our generation today. Is that these things? If you're a father watching this channel, right? If you have young boys as sons, right, enroll them into these sports and into these activities, is because you just don't know how it shapes and evolves throughout your life and how these habits show up. And so I make a point of talking to myself as if I am a paid athlete, high value professional, elite of the elites, right? And obviously, in my head, right, that's how I choose to talk to myself. So how you talk to yourself in life will show up in terms of what you attract, what you see out there, and how your body reacts, how your mind, all of these things come together. And so I've literally built my life around athletes, observing them, their diet, their habits, their psychology. Obviously, I'm wearing Argentina here. World Cup is around the corner, and it's no secret that Messi is my guy. That's my bro, and for me, he's the goat, right? And I sometimes, a lot of times, I'll watch the replays of his free kicks under pressure, and how he's able to score those penalty kicks, right? And with such ease, with the weight of an entire nation on his back. My other Mamba mentality. That's my brother that I lost, right? I've based my entire life around Mamba mentality, and for those who know me, know that how athletics, these athletes have impacted my life, and even up until today, I don't necessarily, heck, I don't even let age define me. People look at me. It's becoming worse now with time. Like in a couple of months, I'm going to be 51, right? So that number 50 itself, I'm over it. Like it did mess with me for a little bit. Like chronologically, it did mentally for the last few months. It just kind of hit me sort of in a weird way that damn, it's getting up there. But if you take care of yourself and how you talk to yourself, what you have done up until leading to that point, your later years, you're going to be aging gracefully. If you have put in the work, you're going to be aging gracefully, which gives you the cheat code. In a way, you're not going to be able to cheat biology, but you're going to be able to work in a way and sustain yourself, yeah, much smarter. And the analogy that I like to use is when Michael Jordan was on his tail end of his career. It was a relatively short-lived career when you look at the medical facilities and pharmaceuticals back then versus what we have today. LeBron is well over 20 something years and he's playing like he's still in his mid 30s, right? So early 30s, mid 30s. Point of all of that is that he developed a fadeaway shot, which became lethal, right? And he was able to still play at a high level and achieve that greatness. Kobe Bryant, same thing, exact same thing. He developed a killer fadeaway shot, right? So, granted that we are not going to be 25 forever, right? And we can never go back to being 25. And but what we can do is we can take pieces of what we used to be and how we were, See, guys, what happens is that we take advantage, the youth that we have, right? We take advantage of that, and you don't know pain until you know pain at an older age, especially because it starts showing up a lot later in life. So for me, some of my habits entail stretching every single day. Like I had a rotator cuff that had been an issue for quite some time, right? And I've managed to get back my flexibility, and work on the exercises. I've actually made a couple of videos that entail your rotator cuff exercises and different band exercises on my channel. You can definitely peep that if you're having similar issues. Um, but my point is that if you don't use your body, if you don't use your vehicle, right? This is your vehicle. You got to live in it, and you got to drive this vehicle every single day. Right now, I'm driving this vehicle in my own right in regard by walking 10,000 steps every single day. This number 10,000 is psychological as well. Like I don't have to necessarily hit 10,000 every single day, but in my head, it's there. So if I fall a little short, over, I'm still okay with it, is because I know I'm going to make it up. Does that make sense? I play soccer, I sprint, and these things are kind of a default. So this for me is the bare minimum. 200 push-ups every single day, 250 push-ups every single day is the bare minimum for me. Like if I'm not getting that in conjunction with my steps, walking and absorbing all of this, mentally I don't feel right, right? What pharmaceuticals won't tell you is that they are targeting older people, right? They're targeting older people. I'm not saying necessarily I'm like that old, right? I'm not a senior citizen, but I'm getting there, right? But they don't want to tell you is that a lot of these, a lot of you don't have to be on medication. That's it. A lot of you don't have to be on medication. I know men my age, men younger than me, even in their 30s, heck, even the late 20s, um, all kinds of health problems. And the number one force driver is obesity, right? Obesity and your diet. Your diet alone can fix probably 80% of the problems, guys. That's a high percentage if you think about it. It can fix 80% of your health issues. Like, have you, the problem with us as human beings is that while watching sports, for example, I'm working out. If I'm watching the NBA game, like for tonight, like for example, the Lakers play the Rockets, I think they should sweep them. But it's 3 hours. I'm not going to be sitting on the couch for the 3 hours glued to the TV. I'm going to be up. I'm going to get my heart rate up. I'm going to be walking back and forth. I'm going to actually be engaged with the game as if I am there. You know what I mean? Like as if I am in the game. Like when I see these game-winning shots at the half or the quarter or the final 10 seconds of the game, you got to use those mechanics, right? The vibe, the energy off screen, and bring it into your living room, right? And insert that into your environment. And by way, you got to take action, guys. Like this is hard work, but you can also work smarter, right? So you can enjoy the game, not necessarily pound alcohol or beer down your gut, your throat, right? Not necessarily eat chips, but there are other ways to get around this by finding the joy in watching the game. Now, do I go out and indulge every now and then in the public spaces like sports bars and sports books? Like I'm in Vegas. Yes, I do. I do. Vegas is meant for exactly that, right? And I have created like there's consequences to everything. Like if you want this life of wellness, if you want to look the part, you want to feel good, right? You want to age gracefully and be able to reap the benefits of what a younger man's life, then you have to make some choices that's going to require sacrifices. So the question for me is, why aren't you making those sacrifices? What's holding you back, right? Is it that difficult from refraining from overeating? Is it that difficult from indulging in processed foods? Do you need a medical diagnosis to tell you life's going to change from here on is because you haven't been taking care of yourself? Do you need the diagnosis? Some of us sort of kind of stick around and hang around and keep pushing the control alt delete. That's my analogy. You're trying to control alt delete your diet, right? You're trying to control alt delete your inner voices, your intuition, until something seriously happens, right? You go and you're physical. Some of you are not even getting your blood work done. Have you gotten your blood work done? Right? Because that's going to be telling. Some of you don't even get your teeth cleaned. That's the gum health is a big one, right? Have you considered all of that as part of your daily regimen, right? What about your skincare? Right? These are all piece and parcel of your health. And my question is, if you're not doing it, then why are you complaining? Some of you are just sitting and complaining about life's not fair, right? That he's just lucky, he's genetically gifted. I get told all the time he's genetically gifted. Yeah, it's not true. What people don't see is really, it's like an Instagram caption. No one watches, like no one sees all the hours you put in. This is my lifestyle, guys. Now, if you have kids, if you have a wife, which can be very stressful as well, which is actually very stressful. In this day and age, everyone's splitting up, cheating, marriage, stress. Like you're constantly inflamed, right? Nothing lasts forever, which is why I never got married myself. I don't believe in that institution. None of that is like, if you can't take care of yourself, forget the marriage, forget the wife, forget the kids. Like, how are you gonna take care of your girlfriend, right, or whatever you're into? If you can't take care of yourself, at the very least, how can you uphold a relationship? For me, dating and a relationship is just fine. Like, I'm okay with that. But all the other stuff, I can't. I need my space. I need the lifestyle that I've created, and I'm very particular on who I let in. Like, very particular who I let into my life, what I choose to listen, what I choose to consume on media. But a lot of this goes into your health. So my question to you is, why are you sitting there? Why are you sitting there and letting age define you, right? Why are you sitting there and being so infatuated with Father Time and watching others improve their life, like myself, right? And yet, day in, day out, you don't take any action. There's inaction, right? Now, if you found any motivation in all of this, right, leave me a comment or shoot me a DM on Instagram. Uh, you know how to get a hold of me. There's so many ways. Social media doesn't, it's all, my information is all out there. And if you'd like me to kind of, sort of coach you and give you some guidance around this, we can definitely have a conversation. But for now, I think the work that you need to put in is waiting for you to work, right? The work works, is what I'm saying. The work works, okay? I'm going to jump to the next video, guys. Until the next one, Mamba out.